Hi there. Hey, so this is the first drone footage that I actually have uh, from the drone. However, this is my second flight. It was super disappointing. Earlier in the day, I had done about 15 minutes of flying and thought I was capturing all these great shots of our house and stuff, and got back to my computer, hooked it up, and wanted to download the video, and I go and there's like one still photo on it. I was going like, oh my goodness, what's going on? Anyway, I realized I had not hit the record button on the phone, like, because you clamp your phone onto the controller and then it's sweet little app, but I didn't hit record anyway, so I had to redo this later in the evening. Here we go over the house. You can see our gutters are spick and span because we had a fellow clean it. You can see a couple of new tiles there. There was one on the left, and then there's a couple coming up here, a little bit darker ones there we had replaced. We had some tile work down there coming into the backyard here. There's the pool and whale, inflatable whale from, I think we bought that at Albertsons or something like that for $5. It's lasted over a year, so I think it'll make this season yet, or at least hopefully we'll swim in the next bit. We've had some nice days. Panning around. There we go. A little bit dizzying. This is cut that up a bit, but I will remember not to do that in the future. It's kind of spinny. Anyway, for my second flight, first video, kind of was kind of silly that we were doing this in the backyard, so confined and so many obstacles, so many trees. It kind of says you're supposed to stay in the open, go to the park, but I didn't do that. Empty bird feeder. Over there, our grass actually looks worse from the aerial view because you can see all the bare patches that died from our gardener who sprayed for weeds, and we had a ton of weeds. We kind of switched gardeners, and our one gardener was not a guy who would spray for weeds very often. So interesting root system there. Another dizzying panorama. We've got to slow that way down for future videos. And here we go, landing coming up here. Now I know how those airplane pilots feel. Well, want to make it a smooth landing. Well, I don't think nobody would have clapped for that landing, but nothing, no damage done. And it actually is not that hard landing it. Just gotta be patient. Okay, here Benny took over the controls here, and let's see, he does a good job too. But anyway, I gotta label some of the controls on that on their controller, just so that we don't do anything crazy and forget what to do. And anyway, he just kind of goes around in the backyard for a bit, getting his bearings, but he did good. You can see the missing end cap there of our whatever that thing's called. Should maybe cut this up. Oh, there we are, puppies. But it's amazing that that thing is. I mean, it actually is quite easy to fly. The best thing about it is if you don't touch it, it just stays at one spot. I mean, I guess if it was howling wind, it might not, but um, you know, as long as you don't panic, it stays at one spot, and I it's actually pretty easy. That was a much better turn speed as far as a panoramic view. And here, I think Benny is going to be coming in for a landing here. I think he bounces less than I do. on here? Oh, puppies, more puppies. Oh, adjusting. More tower on them. Get a good shot of that end cap. See, the sun is setting. Here we go, here we go, down, down, down. Down. Here you can see the reflecting. It's dark enough that the red from the flight lights is blinking. Here we go, we got some more puppy action. This is coming up here a little bit hilarious. Here we got Timmy's to the, here comes Carmi. She doesn't know what is going on. And then here you can see Timmy is like, I'm gonna get this guy. I zoomed out to him a bit, and then they took off. So roses almost done blooming for this spring. Carmi looks kind of goofy because she had some mats. She just had puppies and she had mats on her face and her ears. So I didn't. Our groomer always wants to shave her whole body, and I said no, just shave her nose and her ears, and they'll grow back in no time. We like her body, her hair on herself a little bit longer. So, and she has an appointment for getting fixed, spaded, I guess, for females. April 27th, so that's coming up next couple weeks. Ball pole, no tether ball though. Here we are, zooming along the side of the house again. More, that's that tile you could see before. New painted gate, looking all spiffy. Bit of garbage there. That's our cul-de-sac. Here we go out down the road a little bit. Coming back at the house. Our space, I mean, it was so confined. I mean, this is kind of actually for our second/first flight. It's not too bad, but I think I'm going to take it to the dog park next. Here you can actually, oh no. There's one point where our neighbor was out, but I must have clipped that off in my editing. Over there you can see 2 more tiles fixed up there. There's a total of 5 of them they replaced. Big bald spot on their grass there. I should have mentioned that earlier. That's from, we used to have a trampoline there. And trying to grow grass back there, it's been kind of pathetic actually. But I keep watering it, keep seeding it, keep fertilizing it. Oh, and there's Timmy and Carmi again. It's actually flies fairly noisy when those blades are whipping. It's like they're whipping, and so when it comes down low, the dogs don't like that noise at all. Here I'm weaving around these poles. And I'm not sure if you'll get to see it in the shot. I maybe clipped it off before it was over, but I actually end up clipping some of the leaves off those trees up there after this, right when I come up into here. Yeah, I stopped it too soon, but I did clip some leaves and it was kind of funny, but no severe damage at all, just clipped off some leaves. So this is pretty much wrapping it up here for this this initial video of the drone footage. And again, felt so stupid that I forgot to hit record on the first flight, but that's not the worst thing I guess that could happen. And so anyway, here we're going to be landing and we're going to be shutting her down here. You can see it's a fair bit darker in the kind of the, you'll be able to see the reflection there. Oh, I guess. Anyway, goodbye for now.